Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Rodeo Time, the podcast. Hey, you ain't no cowboy? Is that what you're saying? Well, you ain't no cowboy either, old son. I'm Dale Brisby, the world's greatest bull rider, bringing you Rodeo Time news at 9. It's way past 9, and this news is way past exciting. We have a big announcement. We have lost not one, but 2 interns, and you're never going to believe who they are. Okay, I'm going to talk about it on this podcast. So we will have some openings. I'm going to also not only announce who they are and how they left, you're not going to believe, but I'm going to talk about how we're going to replace them. We've got some other news I want to cover first. We've also got some Q&A with some very personal questions that I'm going to answer for you. So before we get into the news, I want to tell you about 2 things. Number 1, rodeotime.com. It's the greatest apparel line known to man. And I want you to go visit rodeotime.com. Get a t-shirt like the one I'm wearing. You ain't no cowboy either. We've got new styles that are dropping every week. We've got a denim jacket that's going to release soon. We've also got a super comfy puffer vest that's not got too much puff, just the right amount of puff. Okay? And that's not even like a Puff Daddy reference, okay? Like there's not like... If he's in the room, that's too much puff. Am I right?
Agreed.
This vest has just the right amount of puff.
Maybe we find a different word for it.
Maybe we find
together.
It. Maybe we don't call it puff.
Yeah.
Feather.
Down.
Can
you say that? Like that's what a down vest is kind of the same.
This down vest has just the right amount of down that it's up.
That's it. That's better than puff.
As if puff were not in your life.
There we go.
Okay, this is a puffless vest. Right. What happened to him, by the way?
Nothing good.
Is he going to prison?
Last I heard, they were getting him for, they pinned something on him. But
They pinned something. Not enough.
not like racketeering or anything.
Not
crazy.
enough puff.
Not enough puff.
All right. Well, let's move on. The other thing I was going to say, I can't remember. Ranch Fuel? I was either going to talk about Ranch Fuel or Cameo. I do have a Cameo if you want a video for somebody. Birthdays, prank calls. I've been trying to figure out a way if people want me to prank call somebody, I'll do that.
A guy's kind of beat you to it, but this really good. I feel like you'd be.
I've already seen somebody else do it. There's a girl that does it.
There's a guy. His channel's name's John Breaks Bad News. Have you seen that guy?
No.
You can pay this guy to just call someone. You can either be anonymous or say your name, and he'll just break bad news, and it's really funny.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll do that. If you want me to break it to somebody, like I don't want to break up for somebody. I mean, that'd be funny.
It's usually like not that bad. It's like someone anonymously calling their boss and saying like, "Hey, everyone that works for you thinks you're, POA." Like that kind of. They're funny stuff, but
give me something fun to announce.
Yeah.
We're getting you a horse, to a kid.
Dale Breaks Good News.
Dale Breaks Good News.
There you go.
That's what mine will be. Dale Breaks Good News. Okay. Go to ranchfuel.com. Use code Dale for 15% off. I have a Cameo. But rodeotime.com, that's my passion. We did a video for that. Like when I was a kid in 3rd grade, I went on a field trip and I sold yo-yos. Like I enjoy, that. I enjoy selling things. But like I never imagined starting an apparel line that I would be that passionate about. Anyways, whatever. What do I have here? I've got down hinge problems. Do we want to talk about hinge problems and what that... Whoa. What is hinge and why is it a problem? What is hinge, Ty? Can you educate us?
We touched on it last time. It's
a dating app.
It's a dating app.
Okay, I remember. All right. So what's the problem attached to hinge and why do I have it in my notes?
Lately, we've also... You remember we talked about the T app, which was just like an app where the ladies air out dirty laundry.
And there's Facebook groups that do
that.
Am I right? There's Facebook groups.
Large Facebook groups.
Has anyone heard of this man?
Are We Dating the Same Cowboys? One of them. That's a big one here in Texas. Are We Dating the Same Guy? Dallas, Fort Worth has 200,000.
And which
members.
one did an intern that works for us pop up in?
I was recently found in Are We Dating the Same Guy Dallas?
Ty Rogers. Are we dating the same guy, Dallas?
We weren't dating the same guy either. I
Yeah.
don't know why but yeah, unbeknownst to me, I'm not allowed in the group. I tried to. They rejected my request.
They don't let guys jump in and defend themselves?
It's one of those groups that, like, to join, you know, you have to answer like a survey and you get reviewed by admin. And I was declined admission into Are We Dating the Same Guy Dallas? So I don't even get to plead my case.
Do they let guys in there?
I don't know. I'm not in there. I doubt it though.
Well, there's a conspiracy in the office that it's one of your ex-girlfriends that created a fake profile and put it in there. But you don't have to comment on that. But that's what the conspiracy in the office is.
The timing is suspicious, especially considering I've turned a new leaf. I'm doing good for myself. I'm working on my.
You're on the straight and narrow.
I'm on the straight. I've been walking.
I do drive by your house probably 10 times a day, and your van is the only vehicle that has been there for months.
That's it. You know, I've been on the straight and narrow. So that's why this was a surprise to me too. Perhaps there was a time in my youth where if I ended up in a Facebook group like this, it would have been
been surprising.
But I was kind of blindsided by this one, and it was sent to me by like 3 different people. So
very interesting conundrum to find yourself in.
Yeah, I'm at peace with it this time though, because I know I'm innocent. So like I haven't really been worried about it. Like I told my brother about it, and he's like, "There's 200,000 people in there, and you're not worried about what the comments are saying." I was like, "There's nothing to say about me right now, you know. Like I'm golden. It was a weird time to end up there for sure."
What a weird thing for wonder the mindset. And I'm sure maybe there's guys talked about. I'm sure there's guys talked about in there that it needs to be public knowledge that this person is, you know, kind of talking to a dozen people at one time.
But
maybe there's.
It's one of those things too, though, that so for instance, I was posted in there, and I'm innocent, but my face being in there is just immediately a bad look, even if it's, you know, proven.
I could see that.
It's just like you're guilty the moment your picture shows up and something like that. I would have.
Yeah, guilty until proven innocent.
But even like,
and then there's still going to be doubters.
Exactly. Yeah, they're like, well, he ended up in there, so something was a brewing. But like, I don't know. I had nothing going on.
I think the kind of girl that you might be after, and the reason I say that is because I know your mom, and if guys fall in love with their mom, the kind of girl that you're after, she's probably not in that group.
I had that same outlook, so I'm not sweating it. I was like, if that just cancels 200,000 chicks off the list for me, it narrows my search a little bit. That's all right. Like I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, it'd be neat to see you find a girl like Lisa Rogers. Shout out
Lisa. She'll hear this too. She'll be tickled to death.
That's right. She does like to listen to the podcast.
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. New interns. We do have a couple new interns, and we'll be getting more. So got a young cat in the house. Just showed up a couple days ago. Zach Cleveland, young whippersnapper, snuck in under 21. I broke my own rule. I don't normally do that. He was very eager and excited. And then whenever I FaceTimed him, I find his last question that he answered correctly that got him the job was, would you like to roll jujitsu with your boss and a few others from work a couple times a week? Because I do need some people to roll with me. Regardless, he's on the media team. But interesting fact, his PR on bench, he says 405.
I believe it.
Well, having rolled with the man,
stout.
I believe it as well.
Have you noticed a pattern lately in the intern selection for the most part?
You mean that they're all interested in doing jiu-jitsu?
We kind of got like some physiques going on in the interns like right now. You know what I mean? Like everybody's kind of
dogs.
We're all about it right now.
Dude, that's one of the questions. Yeah. Do you have that dog in you? I know it's a cheesy way to ask, but I want people in this program that when they walk in the room, everyone else, like they make those around them better. That's the kind of people I want. And not just physically. You know, I want people out there that iron sharpens iron. And so spiritually, number one. And then, you know, the physical stuff is later. Like, are you a dog? Like, are you going to try hard whenever we buck bulls? Are you going to, but then, you know, character, like what's your work ethic like? Do you cause drama?
I feel like I've learned, I didn't so much think this when I was younger, but as I've grown older, the health thing it's not necessary, you're right, but it is just kind of like a public display of discipline and work ethic, because like that, it takes effort to have to be in shape, like
for sure,
especially
discipline. It takes discipline.
Exactly.
You're right.
And I think like if you're willing to take care of yourself and to the point where it's visible by others, I think it's a way of saying how you do other things as well. You know?
Let's see, what military is it? Maybe Lone Survivor or something. Those SEALs are saying like how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, how you treat your own health and wellness is probably how you're going to treat this job.
And like, if you won't take care of your own body, what would you take care of?
Right. Exactly. So yeah, it's not the only thing we look at, but it is an indicator of anyhow. Yeah. So before I get on, I am going to talk more about an open position later at the end of the podcast. For those that are interested, stick around. But that's when we talk about the two people that left here and how they left. Regardless, I'll talk more about this later, but 940-353-0890. Text me the word intern if you're interested in these positions that are going to come up. And the text is the first people that hear about it. 940-353-0890. Next up, man, I got some sad news. Cinco, fifth wheel, third leg, as Jackson called him. My 5-legged bull has been sold. I bought that bull for $3,600 in the sale barn. I can't remember what he weighed exactly, but when we sold him, he brought $3,060. I lost $540 on the bull. So that part is a little bit frustrating. However, I sold him because he was crippled. Had a few injuries. So the night we bought him, he had been kept by himself. Bought him on a Monday, picked him up. Tuesday morning, he's in a pen by himself, not interacting with any other bulls. He's in a metal pen, not panels. All that's in there is water, and we fed him. And so the next morning, he could hardly get up. This is the day after I bought him. And so we nursed him back to health, gave him some dexamethasone, a little bit of Banamine, and got him back to walking. I got a chiropractor, a bull chiropractor. Then we exercised him every day. We would make 25 laps around the arena at a slow trot to exercise him. We nursed him back to health, and then we bucked him twice, I think, maybe 3 times. And he was getting better, like bucked okay. And I wanted him to stay here forever. And then he came up crippled again, back injury. And so it had nothing to do with him bucking, I don't think, because he was less crippled the second time. I think it's just some sort of pre-existing injury. Maybe he got from fighting. But that's when I realized, like, man, we had a good run. We tried to give this bull another life, and it didn't work. So some people throw rocks at rodeo, but that bull had a chance to live a longer, more comfortable, more fun life than just becoming burger. The bucking actually helped him, I think. But so we gave that bull an extra 6 months on his life, and not that long, maybe 3 or 4. And I lost $600, but it was a fun chapter.
It was worth seeing for $600.
We sold our calves. So I sold, 14 calves and 3 heifers, 14 steers and 3 heifers, and then that bull. So let me do the math. I think they averaged, I meant to have the numbers in front of me so I could show you guys. Yeah, so they averaged $1,823 a head. So I think they were 6 weights. They averaged 600 pounds. So they averaged $3 a pound. But most of these were first calf heifers, out of first calf heifers. So it was a trunk. A little Dexter, Corrini looking bull was the daddy. And so they did not look like number ones. They did not look like really good, 6-weight yearlings, full blood Angus, nothing, no purebred, nothing. And so they're kind of crummy calves that I'm excited to get $1,800 for. So I share that with you. I got just so, hey, FYI, this is somebody's real numbers in the cattle market. So that's exciting. Billy Bob's. Hey, this is the next segment. Dale Brisby is a bull guy. I take bulls to Billy Bob's. Me and CK Reed were like that. It's me on top. And I'm one of his bull guys that he calls up when he needs some bulls. So I got 6 head, looking to get a few more. And maybe when I get back from my elk hunt, I'm going to take bulls to Billy Bob's again. Had one clip from that go viral. It was just an iPhone video. Had a kid get the air knocked out of him. He's okay, so we can laugh now that we know he's okay. Cam got bucked off his first one, but then rode Time Monster there, that white bull that we have, and made a good ride. So, yeah, it was good to see Cam ride good, hat down, no helmet. Another little intern update. Jackson fought his first rodeo. He's now fought 2 rodeos. He has lost 40 pounds, went from 220 to about 183 since May 5th, which is 4 months. So congratulations to Jackson. He fought these Cody Webster heifers that I have and did a great job fighting them. And he is going to Frank Newsom's and Cody Webster's bull school next week. So Jackson has done a great job. We're excited to have him. He's our bullfighting intern. So congratulations. AKA Toby.
Toby Two-Step.
Toby Two-Step. Toby the bullfighter on Instagram. What else? I've got some live streams I've been doing. I've done 3 live streams with Cowboy Channel. Ellensburg, Puyallup, Pendleton Extreme Bulls. Those have been super fun. Tomorrow we're going to come in and do, I think it's Pendleton Short Go. So that'll be our 4th one. But yeah, the live streams has been super fun. Text the word live stream to 940-353-0890 if you want to stay in the know on when those drop. Because, we have a good time and it's live. So you can't script it. And like I said, the elk hunt, that's where we're headed next. Going to Kremlin, Colorado. This will be my 3rd elk hunt. Lord willing, we come back with some full freezers, full coolers. So I've been shooting my Hoyt bow that I got from the bow rack. Thank you, Wayne Endicott, up there at the bow rack, hooking me up with Hoyt. I'm kind of trying to zip through the news so I can get to what everyone really wants to know. Who left and why? How about this? I'm going to share the first person that left, and then we'll answer a few questions from the Q&A while you go get our guest.
Deal.
And then we'll talk about the second person that left. Okay, drum roll, please. Slice. Oh my gosh. Sweetheart of an individual, 29, out of Wyoming. Turns out he was actually from Louisiana. Slice was a great addition to the team while he was here. Got really good at editing. He was on the media team, and he left us. Turns out his grandmother's not doing too well. Poor guy had to go help his grandmother and his granddad. So, Slice, we wish you the best. On to the next one. Come back and visit. We've already replaced Sliced with Zach Cleveland that I mentioned earlier. He's on the media team now. So he's sitting at Slice's desk. Big shoes to fill, Zach. Good luck with that. The second person who's quitting us, we're going to talk about in one moment. Why don't you go get our surprise guest while I answer just a few questions from the Q&A, and we're going to bring in the actual person who's quitting. They're still in the warehouse right now. And Ty just left, so also we can talk about Ty. I'm the one that made that fake account and put on that Facebook group. Is that not hilarious? I said, yeah, we matched on Hinge. I did it anonymously. Oh, man. It's just a prank, you guys. Here we go. All right, we're going to the Q&A. I hear some footsteps. Ty is coming back, so we'll stop talking about him. Hey, Dale, how do you teach a horse out of the work rope? How do you teach a horse out the work rope? I don't know what that means. Ty Garner, Cowboy 92. The inner defeat when you say a movie quote and no one knows what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, Michael Pendleton, thank you for this question. It's more of a comment. I'm with you, my brother. When someone does not understand my Lonesome Dove quote, it irks me to no end. Can you wait right there off camera, please? I don't want them to know who it is that's leaving until I'm ready to announce it. And I'm a little PO'd at you anyway, so just let me... I'm not happy with you, buddy. Do not look surprised at me. What else? How's Leroy doing? He's doing great. He does silver work. So you guys check out Leroy Gibbons. Let's do one more question. Paid, not getting paid to bullfight. Should it affect how well you should perform? What are you talking about? You're going to choose to not perform well because you're not getting paid? Why would you agree if you're going to... Come on, man. Some of these questions I get. Who's cooler to be around, Derek or JB? You know what's super cool is when you can get Derek Begay and JB Mooney in the same room at the same time. Those are two... It's almost like they were both born 100 years too late. Yeah, that's not exciting because then they wouldn't be here. That means they'd be dead. I'm glad we have them in this generation because I think they're a reflection of cowboys from 100 years ago. That's a better way to put it. All right. Our second intern that has quit us this month, guess who quit? Step right up. Join us here. Yes, none other than the dancing TikToker himself, Mr. Cameron Grigg, has quit Rodeo Time.
I wish you'd quit telling everybody I quit. That just sounds bad.
That's what you did.
I'm leaving. I didn't. Quitting's me walking in at lunch and being like, "Hey, Dale Brisby, I'm done. I'm going to go home."
What is the difference? You walked up at lunch and you said, "Hey, Dale Brisby, I'm going to go home in a month." What's the difference?
A lot more respectful.
You tell me. Yeah, is it respectful to break someone's heart? Because Pablo and I are not excited.
I feel so bad for him. He was crying this morning.
Yeah, well, you can't see my tears because I wear the sunglasses.
I'm glad you feel that way about me, Dale.
Yeah, well, I was just starting to like you, and then you just on to the next one.
Just now, after a year.
It took, it takes a little warming up. Hey, real talk, I'm not someone to just like jump into being best friends with somebody. It takes me a little bit. I don't know. That's just me.
But
and here we were. I was working. You were about to be in my speed dial list.
No way.
Yeah.
It's like it's the most exclusive list here.
That's what I'm saying.
is there any other interns that are on it?
Wouldn't you like to know a quitter? Baldy, as some of the local children call him. We were just talking about somebody put Ty in one of those groups on Facebook. Are we dating the same cowboy? He landed a spot in one of those. 200,000 girls strong.
It's that big?
It's a big group.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, I thought you meant like... Never mind, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. He wasn't dating 200,000 girls at the same time.
I thought that you meant like 200,000 women liked and shared that.
No.
I was
That's just how big the group
That would
is.
be... I'd be a little more tore up about that, but...
We think it was an inside job. Like maybe one of his exes created a profile.
You know how hilarious it'd be if Dale Brisby created a profile?
I first thought it was my buddies, but I don't know. Like I kind of...
You think I got that kind of time on my hands?
You do like pranks, but your pranks aren't in that vein. It would have been a different one from you. But
So it was on Hinge, right?
they claim to have matched with me on Hinge, but like I haven't really been active on Hinge. And then, but they didn't use my Hinge profile. They went to my Instagram and screenshot a bunch of Instagram pictures.
So this happened to me when I was married.
Whoa.
Someone had made a video saying Cameron Grigg is in College Station on Tinder. And I didn't know about it because I didn't have social media when we got married. And then I come home one day and she's just, ready to.
Oh, she believed it?
Yeah. She's like,
Dang.
let me see your phone. I was like, okay. And then, like, just deep dove through my phone. And I was like, what are you going to tell me while you're mad? She's like, don't talk to me.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what I did wrong. And she's like, you have nothing you need to tell me? I was like, no, I've been at work all day. But yeah. And then she downloaded Tinder, found the profile, and it was just pictures from my Instagram. I was like, you think I would use those if I was actually on Tinder?
I've had fake.
I would do
Tinders.
it way smarter than that, buddy.
I think like I've had fake Tinders of me before. Like I think that's just a common like thing that'll
I almost got a Tinder once just to like,
just see who's out there.
well, just to, I don't know, make a video somehow. Like I feel like there'd be something
These are
fun.
Dale Brisby's matches.
But
on
I couldn't
Tinder.
figure out like how it would be fun and also not hurtful. Like if someone thought they were
Matching
matching,
with you?
I don't know. I didn't work it out in my head, but I mean, it could be a fun like dating show.
It is. I think it's fun sometimes, like because I don't go home much. But when you go home and you put that radius like in your hometown just to see, who all's out there that because I'm from a small town, so it's if I scroll through local Tinder, I'm gonna know. Like,
Yeah,
most people.
for sure.
Yeah, it's funny when you like scroll across someone that you hadn't seen since high school. and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what they look like now.
That's what I used to like using.
Well, that's usually not what they look like.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you leaving?
I'm just ready to go home.
Why you make it sound all sad?
What? I don't know. I'm excited, and I feel like
Because you don't like me anymore?
no, I just want to go home.
I'm just saying, I thought this was your home.
I could work here hard enough until you put me in your will. Should think about that.
Yeah, you should have. You could have been driving the first gen.
Rats. The thing is pretty cool. Maybe that should be your parting gift to me.
Not even close, buddy. You can take a picture by it.
I'll take that.
I'm not even getting in the picture with you.
Just me, thumbs up. No, I'm just ready.
This is your exit interview.
I
Who is your least favorite coworker? Like if you were staying here for, let's say you're going to be here the next 3 years, who would you be least affected by if they left?
probably Ryan. I don't talk to him that much. Not that I don't like Ryan. It's just we literally don't talk to each other.
Okay. You can say it. You want me to fire him?
No. Why would you fire Ryan?
Is that your last wish as an employee?
That's all right. Who is your favorite? Who would make you the most sad to see leave?
Friendship wise, me and Ty are pretty tight. Company wise, I feel like if Donnie left, that would be detrimental to rodeo time. I don't know why.
You think he's the glue that holds it all together?
He's the Don. He gets a piece of everything.
This is true. What's going to be your job down there?
To do whatever my grandpa tells me to do. Just go back, be a farmhand, and then hopefully
So you're going to be a
Get the-
farmer?
get to be doing a lot more cowboying when I go down there.
Why would you be doing more cowboying if you're going down there to be a farmer?
We're not farming all the time.
So stupid.
What do you mean? Farming is stupid?
No, you leaving.
You legit think we had a conversation. You're like, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. That's what the boss is supposed to say when people quit. That doesn't mean I'm excited about it.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I went off and I've done my own thing, and I've been doing that for past 3 or 4 years. I need to go home and work on my family stuff because that's got to go to somebody someday.
Yeah, I get it. You do have something to go back to.
And that's also part of me. My brother, when I told him I was ready to come home, he's like, why? This isn't going anywhere. But I don't know.
But by then you'd already quit.
Yeah. Well, I feel guilty. Like it does make, I do have a sense of guilt. Like my brother's down there by himself working his nuts off.
Yeah.
And now I'm not there to help.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine that would sting, especially when you go back on the weekends and you got to leave again Sunday to get to work.
Are you being sarcastic there? Or?
No.
Like
no, I'm
it does.
for real. Like if you go home, you see your family working, you show up on a Friday, and then you leave on a Sunday to go back to work in a different county. Like, yeah, I'm just saying, I can see how
it makes me like, I do want to, like, he's my brother. He's one of my best friends. I want to help my brother. Not that we're not best friends.
Yeah.
But this train's...
Seems like you tell a lot of people that.
This train's rolling pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, we'll be fine without you. Believe that, buddy. You can believe that. Write it down. We're not even going to... Yeah. I don't know if this place can survive without you, but come Monday, we're going to find out. No, I would love for you to stay, but yeah, I mean, we talked about 2 interns leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Slice quit about a week before you did. And when he came to me, like, my old man told me this about women, like, don't beg.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to see you beg, you know, and I kind of feel that same way about employees, you know, like if someone comes to you, they've already thought it out, you know, like they've got a plan, whatever the reason. Now, sometimes it'd be good to get to the bottom of the reason because, you know, if I was the problem, if a coworker was the problem, if their pay was the problem, maybe there's different ways in which we can help find a resolution that doesn't involve them leaving. But if it's nothing like that, then they've probably pretty much already made up their mind, like Slice had and like you had.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why my answer was, you got to do what you got to do. Like, you've already thought about this. And
well, it was kind of already set when you hired
had
me.
recently even gotten a raise. So like, I know it's not the money, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I get it. Like, and I know, like, I haven't made a mistake since the mid 90s. So it wasn't the money. It wasn't your boss.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like this way, but I feel like I just see what my brother has, and he's 2 years older than me, and I feel like I'm way behind. I'm like, dang, if I would have stayed there. But I mean, you can't base your life off of what could have been. But
well, you also got to, I don't know, you know, you came to work here right after Taylor died, and I mean, it was a pretty important time in your life, you know, and you would have been great had you gone to go be with your family then too. I'm not saying we did a better job than they could have, but it's also good. You know, you got out, you came over here, you rode some bulls, you found out that like, hey, I don't want to go chase a gold buckle right now. That's not in the cards for me. You got to do some ranching. You rode a lot of horses. You got to see that ranching world. And yeah, so I mean, a year of your life, you got to meet a lot of people. Yeah.
yeah, I definitely don't regret coming here at all. Like, I think about that sometimes too. Like, what would life be? I would probably be doing the same thing, probably a lot better off by myself, not around anybody. And around, like, when you're dealing with something like grief, it's easy to make an excuse for yourself. Well, I can act this way because of this. And then around you guys, that doesn't really slide very well. And I appreciate that. Like, no one here is afraid to call you on your BS. And I do BS a lot, so.
Well, we're your buddies. None of us have been through what you've been through. So everybody, I think, with you being here, there's definitely a level of like respect, I think, when it comes to letting you mourn. But then, yeah, if we're your buddies,
but if my
and
like mornings impacting other people around me, that's an issue. I think. I don't think it has, but like I'm saying, you know, does that make sense? Like, if me getting hammered every night affects my job, then that's not okay.
right,
Or that's like an example.
right,
Or how I my attitude when I come to work bleeds into other people. And now everyone else is just moping around because of me. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's one thing everybody here has just been like, yeah, hey, we get it. But like, you could be doing better.
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah, I
sense.
see what you mean. I think that there's probably a certain level of excuse that someone might give themselves when they are in mourning. Like, it's okay for me to do this because, or maybe they just don't care, you know?
think
I
it's
can't
prob-
imagine.
It's
That's
probably
actually,
it's probably the I don't care, because a lot of the stuff that I had been doing, I knew was wrong.
yeah,
Knew it wouldn't help, but I just didn't care.
yeah.
I care a little bit more now.
It's crazy, you know, like the opportunity that you have to, it's easy to be the man when everything's going well, you know? And I think that it's in the valley where our truest self shines through. And so when people get to see us in the valley, you know, that's the real opportunity to show someone Jesus, for instance. And I think you're still in the valley. You know, it's been not that long since Taylor passed. Like, I can only imagine you've still got dark days, you know? And so you're still in the valley. And I think that how you handle this situation is an opportunity to show the world Christ's love. So,
It is one of my, we talked about this the other day, like, one of my regrets is like, dang, I am around all these people. I could have done better on my part, just taking responsibility for myself and not drinking like I was, not moping around, not doing what I was doing, like all this wrong things I could be doing. Like, what an opportunity for Jesus to use me to other people. Like, hey man, if that guy's doing good with this, then whatever I'm going through, like, I can handle it. But I feel like I have missed that in some way. You know what I mean?
yeah, the window's not closed.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still going to be here for another month,
Yeah.
like a month and 4 days, actually. So, yeah, you've still got an opportunity. But hey, at the end of the day, you're human. And, you know, it's not our works that save us, thank the Lord. So, if anything, like, hey, I'm human. I've made some mistakes, but moving forward, I'm going to try to do better to stay obedient to God's word. And so, I don't know. I think you still got plenty of an opportunity.
Yeah.
But
I do think when I go back home, I'm probably going to take a break from social media.
yeah.
And then if I do decide to get back on it, like, none of my personal life is going on social media anymore. Like,
For being so public, I find myself very personal. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot under the hat and glasses and hair that people don't know about me. And I just, part of me is, I don't want to share it, but the other part of me is just like, I don't know, like, it's not even like, what do people want to see in here, but like, what do they even need to see in here? You know, I think if I can bring as much comedy as possible, that's my goal on a content level. But really, it's like, if we can point towards Jesus, make people laugh, call it a day.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, I don't know. It's funny how sometimes someone can say something to you and it just rolls off your back, and then it does. They keep saying it, and then it hits you. Like, if like you've told me several times, like, hey, like, you don't have to post certain stuff on social media, and
Yeah.
I'll just be like, oh yeah, yeah, and then finally it's like it sits in your brain, like, oh yeah, he's right. If that makes sense.
I think that sometimes a lot of people are doing it right now with what happened recently with Charlie Kirk. There's a lot of people that, like, their emotions are going and people are just posting stuff and this and that. And to me, when things happen in our lives, when things happen politically that don't have anything to do with us, something happens to us personally, I don't think it's ever smart to do something as a reaction to an emotion. You know what I mean? And if you are really mad, it's probably not like if an employee makes me really mad, it's probably not wise for me to either address it or make decisions about that employee while I'm mad. You know what I mean? And I think that maybe the same thing applies to social media. If I'm really mad or really sad, maybe that's not the right moment to post something about, like, why am I doing that? You know, is it to, scratch this itch that's within me that an emotion gave me?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be productive for someone's life? Rarely do I think, like, for instance, anger. Rarely is anger your reaction to something like right on par for what you should do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if you and Ty are out there working and Ty makes you mad and your first thought is to say this thing, rarely is that the correct thing to say, where days and weeks and months later, you're gonna be like, I'm glad I said that right then in that moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you respond in that moment with your emotions, it's usually not the right response. Like that's just my observation, I think. And I see it a lot with anger. Now, sometimes some dude in a gas station punches an old lady and it makes you mad enough that you go defend her. Well, yeah, your anger was, but I think that those situations are fewer and far between when your anger is like, no, this is how I'm supposed to act.
Mm-hmm.
I think usually your anger's not correct in guiding your decision making, or sadness, or the other fleshly stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of those emotions that sneak up that I don't think are good indicators of what you should do. And so,
Well, like,
I can only imagine dealing with something so heavy as what you dealt with, and then you're also an influencer.
yeah. Part of me, it goes back to the justification. Like, I would post certain stuff like, well, this is our life. This is what we did. So I had to keep it on social media. Like, and then, I don't know, as I've been seeking the Lord and really trying to just, it feels good now when I actually pray. It doesn't feel like I'm talking to a wall, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because I can get in my prayer closet and, like, talk to the Lord, but I feel like the Lord was like, why are you seeking validation from these people that don't know you? Like, yeah, they follow you. Yeah, they might comment, oh, we feel so bad for you, but who, like, their opinion literally doesn't matter. It only matters what I think about you.
Yeah.
And so that, like, hit me like a ton of bricks. And so that's why I archived a bunch of our photos together. Not that I hate my wife. Like, no, I had posted those to get some sort of satisfaction for myself, not to put out a good message. So I've decided to just stay away from that. Like,
to me, that's a fine line, because when I was at my dad's funeral, it was very comforting and felt really good to see so many people that were there for us as a family, whether they were there for me personally because I had lost my dad, or they were there because they also loved my dad. Like, in person, I felt like it meant a lot for me to somebody. I didn't realize how much it would mean that someone was sitting in the room at that funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And I remember a lot of those faces even now, 12 years later. And I think that there's a level of that comes probably with social media. Drop the word social media. Like, it's just a platform, whatever. But the Bible says to mourn with those who mourn. So if a fellow bull rider who you respect, if Kai Hamilton commented on there, dude, I'm so sorry that you lost your wife. That is so sad. And I can't imagine the pain you're going through. That would mean the world to you.
Yeah.
You respect him as a bull rider. And so, like, the fact that made you feel good is, I think, innocent. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, personally. It's the same thing as in person, but you know the line. And if you feel like sometimes you abused that and took it a little too far, well, there's probably ways that you can get a little too carried away with it. I agree. That's between you and the Lord. And so you archive what you need to archive. But I also think that don't be too hard on yourself, because I feel like, yeah, man, if a preacher, if a family member you hadn't talked to, if, there's these other people, even a stranger, it's just like they can, the Bible says to mourn with those who mourn for a reason, I assume, like it, when people can come together, it'll help you get through something. And so I just don't think social media is just always the boogeyman that people make it out to be.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it can be used correctly. I just know that I wasn't using
There's probably
it that way,
some times when you used it incorrectly.
cut it off.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess there's...
And you got to know yourself, because there's other ways that stuff can tempt you.
Yeah.
And as men, we know that. And so it's good to take a break.
Gotten a lot better with that too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's as cliche as the saying is, like, if you play with fire, you get burned.
Yeah.
And you can't, the Bible says that you can't carry fire close to, it's talking about women. You can't, in Proverbs, I believe, toying with that. And I think it's kind of like guys on the internet. You can't carry fire close to your chest and it not burn your clothes. Mm-hmm. I can't remember, maybe Proverbs 7 or something. But regardless, that's social media sometimes.
Yeah. We were talking about me leaving. I was saying I'll probably take a break from it. That whole year and a half that we were together and I didn't have it, like that was like one of the happiest moments of my life, because I was just present all the time.
Yeah.
We would go watch a movie and all that kind of stuff, but 90% of the time, like, I get home, what do I need my phone for?
Yeah.
Besides watching Dale Brisby videos.
Yeah.
Is YouTube social media? Because you don't like...
It's not very social.
Yeah, you don't like... I don't know.
Yeah.
I would watch YouTube.
I don't think that...
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Regardless. Well, we're happy for you. Thank you for your time here.
Thank you, man.
You're on to the next one.
I don't regret it at all.
That's a weird way to say it.
Is it? Like, I don't... I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Like I don't regret... I don't regret taking the job because I've had a great time. Like,
yeah.
This,
I know why you said it. You said it because you're quitting. On paper, you're leaving a job. You put in your notice. And sometimes there might be attached to that a tone of, I don't want to be here anymore. But what you're saying is, hey, it's not that I need to be somewhere else.
No,
just like Slice.
I said I don't regret coming here.
Right. But I'm saying, like, I think that's probably why you said it. You don't want, it's not like, hey, I'm not leaving because I hate you guys. I just need to be at home with my family. Am I right?
Yeah. Guess I'm homesick. If I get unhomesick and want to leave, will you hire me back?
Yeah, I mean, you leave on good terms. Anytime you leave on good terms, like, I don't know, like, who knows? Like, yeah, I would entertain hiring you back. Same thing with Slice. Slice's deal is a little different because it costs quite a bit of money to bring on a new media person. Those computers and hard drives are so expensive. But Slice was a good one, so yeah. Jace comes and goes in videos.
Yeah.
Who else? But anyway, yeah, no, the door's open, especially if I need the help at the time. So that brings up a good point that brings up the next point, who I'm going to hire. I kind of got a media person to replace Slice, but I think to replace you, what I'm going to bring on is somebody that can weld and build metal buildings. Because I need to build a lean-to, and I've had a couple of bids. They're a little bit high. And it's not that I don't want to pay this person, but I'm just thinking, like, man, like one guy said, hey, it's going to cost me a lot of money to get help. He's going to be the main welder. Well, I've got enough people to help him, between Clay, Kevin, Jackson, Pablo. Like, I got helpers. I got the materials. I just need somebody that has constructed buildings before. And so what if I brought on a builder that wants to be a bull rider or bronc rider? Right? Isn't that interesting? That'd be rather than just.
I think there's some welders out there that like to.
I've built a lot of metal buildings.
People hit me up all the time. Yeah. Hold on, we're talking about this other thing. People hit me up all the time about welding. Yeah. So if you're a welder out there, hit up your boy. Text. You know what I'm going to do? Text welder to 940-353-0890. Start a new group. Now, what is it you were saying?
I was going to say, I've built a lot of metal buildings. I didn't know you wanted a lean-to built.
I kind of decided all this.
You should in their intern video.
I appreciate you saying that on your way out the door. Hey, I'm out of here. But by the way, this next thing you need done, I could have done that.
I was going to say you should have them send them pictures of their welds.
And I was thinking just the lean-tos, buildings you've constructed.
But make sure they're in it, it's them. That way they're not
That's a good point. Yeah, dude, somebody could just take a picture of a house and be like, yeah, I built that. I didn't even think of somebody scamming me. I mean, they would be found out.
Yeah, immediately.
They would be found out.
Why do you have a can of beans sitting there?
No, this is pineapple juice, baby. It is the most underrated juice of all juices.
You're a big juice guy.
I'm a big pineapple juice guy. I'll have some. I did have I finished off at lunch a 32 glass bottle of mango orange juice. It was pretty good. I just have them every now and then. I don't drink alcohol. Occasionally I'll have me a 6-ounce pineapple juice. That's
your vice?
I don't know if it's a vice. I think caffeine would be my vice.
My vice after I quit drinking was ice cream. Dude.
Well, you don't look like it. I think you've lost weight.
I have.
What are you weighing?
141. It's the smallest I've been.
Golly.
In a while.
Surely it's not the smallest you've been.
Since
Benjamin Button over here.
In my adulthood, it's the smallest I've been, and
Gotcha.
I don't like it.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
I think you look good.
I look scrawny.
I don't think you look scrawny. Are you going to keep doing jiu-jitsu when you get down there?
I plan on it, yeah. There's a guy down there.
What's his name?
Zach. I think it is Zach. Hold on.
Oh, is it?
It might be Matt.
Do they got a lot of guys that roll there? You said once a week. Why do
Yeah.
they just roll once a week?
Because he owns the gym in Bryan.
Oh, he goes to a different gym.
He owns the one in Bryan, and they roll there most of the time. But he comes to Franklin on Thursday.
I'm saying like the other parts of the week, he ain't rolling once a week. Just that
Yeah,
gym, he
just
rolls
that
once a
gym
week.
once a week,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha.
He no, his name's Matt, I think.
He knows Zach.
No, I thought his name was Zach for some reason, but his name's Matt. He was pretty cool.
Sweet.
But yeah, I figured
Cooler than me, huh?
I'm gonna hear that for a month long. Just Cam quitting jokes.
Dude, I'm so sorry I told everybody.
That's funny.
Carson, I mean, at 11:45 before everybody goes to lunch, Carson is like, yeah, Cam's moving back to Franklin. Plain as day, just told me that. And I was like, oh, dang. I was like, I surely he's going to tell me. Well, sure enough, 1:05 after lunch, Cam walks in my office, shuts the door. Hey, can I talk to you? And we have this conversation that we just had in my office. And so I was like, okay, good. Yeah, man, wish you the best. Come back anytime. We shake hands. He walks out the door. Me and Lisa talk crap about him for 20 minutes after. I'm just kidding.
No, it's not.
No, but so then I go out in the back and I say something about intern, and then I said to Donnie, because we were already looking for Slice's replacement, and I said to Donnie, he's like, well, what about Cam? Do we need to replace him? He was like, why would we need to replace him? And I was like, how does that side of the office, how does Carson know, but you don't know? Dang, that's, Donnie usually knows. I was like, well, he's leaving. He was like, no, he's not. I was like, he just quit. Carson said, are you? Anyways, apparently Carson just made up this random joke.
That is funny. I wasn't gonna tell anybody.
Yeah, and then I felt bad because
I was gonna when the next time we had a morning meeting, I was gonna tell everybody hey, how much I appreciated everyone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because I didn't, when Caitlin quit, it was 4 months in advance. I never told a soul.
That's why I was.
When Hall quit.
I knew you weren't going to tell anybody.
Same thing. but there's just this little crappy mustache Carson Sanders.
And that's why I didn't get why when I told you your face was so confused. Like you were like, no, like never mind. I was confused by what you said.
Right. Because I already like knew these details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the I was like, what is he talking about? Like, is he joking with me? I didn't know if you were being serious or not.
No, that was yeah. Anyway,
No,
all that makes sense.
That's
But
funny.
to replace Cam, if you can weld or holy mackerel, look
There's
at
a
that.
snake.
Look at that. Somebody just put a snake in here. That's a snake.
Did somebody put it?
There
in
was feet prints under
Somebody
the door.
just put a snake in the podcast room. Who's out there? Is that Ryan?
Who handled it?
Ryan's a turd. Is that Ryan?
It's gone now.
Oh, that scared me.
I felt bad. I wanted to say something, but I
You did not, Dylan.
did.
Who did that? My heart jumped.
Yeah, y'all are gonna be when it slides up the.
I don't
in
know
the
why that
drywall.
was. Whenever that thing, I guess I could see the shadows of who was behind it, and I thought it was more snake. I thought there was more than one snake coming in here. I knew Ryan had a hand in this. He's been trying to get me all
Fire
day.
him. We talked about it.
Whew.
There
I don't
was-
know how that got me so good. How did y'all scare me like across the room? I'm not even scared of snakes. Yeah, well, he quit. Cam quit.
I guess we got to get the snake now.
It's in the drywall.
Not me.
That's
Because I
what
don't
I
have
bet
trim in
It
here.
wedged right in between the.
It's fine. It looked like it was not a scary snake. We'll dissect the room after this. It's somewhere in that corner.
That's hilarious though.
Ooh, that got my heart racing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, that's a snake coming under the door is what I was talking about. It's a snake. What is it? When I point and say snake, what else would I be talking about?
Wouldn't
That
that-
wasn't the first thing you were like. You said "holy moly" or something. I thought you were pointing at the camera, so I looked up there, and then
What were we even
What is
talking
the,
about?
like Indiana Jones, where they're all just like coming
I
in.
hate snakes.
Dude, I didn't. That's crazy how I thought there were more snakes coming. That's what I thought the shadows behind it were. It took me a minute to realize it was a prank.
Do you think
and
they
there
were
was-
all just like rushing in? Like
I thought there were multiple snakes trying to get into the podcast room under the door.
that would be crazy. We're just
They got
sitting
me.
here.
They got me. Bravo, team. You got Dale.
Has anyone ever thrown a snake on Dale Brisby? That would be funny.
Not anyone that likes their job. I don't think.
Yeah. I don't
I
get
thought-
pranked a lot.
I did that one day.
By
when
my
Dude Perfect and
employees, that
Kojo
is.
were here. I was like, let's shap him because it was his birthday, and he's like, "Do you want to lose your job?" I was like, "Oh," complete like demeanor change. And I was like, "Oh, he's being serious." And then he told me,
We've shapped you before. I don't think we did this last birthday, but the one before that, you were still. I think you were still-
Recovering from a surgery.
yeah, so you couldn't hardly fight back. It didn't feel right.
So this May would have been whenever we were filming Dude Perfect. I was surprised y'all didn't. I realize now looking back how you thought that like I was being serious in that moment. But then last May I would have been like pretty fresh off a shoulder surgery.
You kind of, I think you just ditched the sling and we're getting around.
And then the May before was collarbone.
yeah,
So it's been a minute.
Did you have a surgery right before Vegas? Didn't you?
Yeah, that was the shoulder surgery.
Because I remember I'd seen you this before, like we knew each other, and I like grabbed your arm. I was like, "What's up, buddy?" And you're like, "Oh, I just had surgery."
Yeah.
Oh, dang! I feel
forgot
so
about
bad.
that.
I had texted you like because I felt so bad.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you were still supposed to be in that sling in Vegas, and he ditched the sling, and people love shaking your hand really hard.
I think I put it back on after that, didn't I? At some point, because people were doing that.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because I would shake with my other hand.
yeah, and like for some reason, people couldn't take that hand. I feel like anytime someone gives you like a backward shake and they're favoring an arm, you should be able to put two and two together. But
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't
there
do
were
it.
some kids.
They're just like,
There were
Yeah.
people that did not, because I don't like shaking with my left hand, so I would just try to pound it. Some people get offended when
No,
you try to
man,
just
shake
no
my
man,
hand."
I need to shake your hand. I don't even want a picture. I just want to. Okay, all right, with my brace on.
yeah,
It's better to just shake it, deal with the pain, and then
you were saying.
thank them.
You were saying the next person you should hire is a welder. What if they're a welding influencer? That way they can plug rodeo time.
Well, I'm more concerned that they're a welder that also wants to roll jujitsu. Right now, that's worth more to me than the influencer part.
Yeah, I hate influencers.
No, I don't hate influencer. I myself fancy myself an influencer, but if they roll, they want to ride bulls. They also do, if they can weld, they want to ride bulls, they do jujitsu, and they're an influencer, you bet.
I wonder how far along I would have been if I would have just continued rolling when I got here.
Yeah, that would have been tough. Number one, you were drinking at night. But number two, like, you're just also just not in the mood.
No, not at all. I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah. But, like, dude, that would be tough.
It feels good now. Like, now I do regret, like, dang, I probably should have quit drinking a lot sooner. And it feels good to, like, get after it. But
yeah, something
you
about
live and you
not
learn.
poisoning your body every night. Physically, I'm feeling fantastic. No, that's just the way Joe Rogan talks about it. I don't think you were drinking that much. You would have a few beers at night and you don't want to get up in the morning.
It was a lot more than I told people.
I'm comparing it to zero.
Yeah.
Do you track your sleep at
No.
all? My brother has got one of those watches that'll track his sleep, and he doesn't drink a lot, but he would. But ever since he's tracked his sleep, he's like 3 beers and it wrecks your sleep. Like your REM
Really?
sleep is awful. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 30 or 40%.
So what I heard was if you get drunk, which I don't know, whatever the legal limit is, let's say 3 beers, you might fall asleep easier, but you don't get into that REM sleep until you're sober. So you could sleep for 10 hours after drinking, but if it took you 7.5 hours to get sober in your sleep, then you only got 2.5 hours of actually good sleep. That's what I heard. But I don't know. I took slumber for 2 years every night, and I slept so good on it. And I thought I was going to have an intervention to get off of it. The first night I stopped taking it, I slept great. And I haven't taken it since. It's been months.
I'll tell you.
Isn't that crazy? Like, everybody was like, "Oh, you're gonna be," and like, it wasn't addicting. So that is, I'm giving props to slumber. You guys go to mountainhops.com, use code Dale. But if you are having trouble sleeping, take slumber for like a week or two to get yourself in the rhythm, and you can just stop taking it. That's how my experience was.
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed that I used to not, like, my sleep was just kind of erratic. Like, some nights would be good, but some nights I just couldn't fall asleep. But, like, if you're living good and you don't have anything keeping you up at night, like, I just feel like the last few months, like, I've slept
that's
so
deep.
good. Like, but, like, the last thing I do at night is, like, I do my devotional and then go to bed. If it's, like, I don't know, like, I put my head down, I don't have anything that I did that day that's keeping me up, like, it's... I
Dude,
sleep
that's
better.
deep. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, if you don't have, like, bro, that stuff will just stick with you.
It manifests itself elsewhere. Like, I mean, when
You think, at least I did sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, when you're kind of just living wild and doing the stuff, well, like, I'm the regret of it. Like, we've talked about it before. It's fun in the moment, but then, like, you lay awake and you're like, I didn't need to do that, and that's.
And you think in the moment that it's just going to, like in college, you think, oh, I'm going to leave college and leave it behind me. No.
Yeah.
That stuff ain't staying behind you. You're going to take that with you every day, all the time, forever. Like anything you do, like you make choices and your choices make you.
Yeah.
And that stuff sticks with you, man.
I joke, like, Kevin can fall asleep anytime, anywhere, and, like, my joke is, like, that's just because Kevin's living right. That boy
Got
can,
that
like,
clean conscience,
yeah,
baby.
He ain't got nothing keeping him up, dude. He can just go to bed.
Dude, what a saint of a human. Like anybody that doesn't like Kevin.
The saddest to leave, yeah. I changed my mind. It's not Ty, it's Kevin.
Yeah.
I get it.
Nothing against you. I think we're pretty good friends, but I forgot. Kevin's just a good soul.
Yeah.
He's a good soul. Like, bro, anybody that doesn't like Kevin, you better raise an eyebrow at that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a few people in my life like that. And if you don't like them, that means there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like what would Kevin do or say to you that would just be like, I don't like, he's never said anything. Like, even when he roasts me, I'm like, Good one, Kevin.
I don't
But
know.
if someone else said that, it'd probably make me mad.
I can think of 3 individuals right now just off the top of my dome, and he's one of the 3 that if you don't like that person, wait a second. I'm going to watch you because if you don't like Kevin or anyway. Anyway.
Are you going to bring Pablo in here?
No, I do. Pablo, I hope Pablo stays.
He's like, y'all are all in on this. You're not actually leaving. I'm like, Pablo, I'm going home. I put in my notice. And he's like, no, y'all were talking about this when I wasn't here. You're not actually leaving. I could tell.
Yeah, he's in denial.
That was a rough breakup. I'm not going to lie. I texted him yesterday. I was like, we need to talk. He goes, am I in trouble?
Oh, that's why he thinks it's a joke.
Oh, maybe.
Because he feels like you set it up.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't think about that. I was just messing with him. He goes, if I'm in trouble, tell Dale I'm sick. I'm not going to come to work tomorrow. I was like, you're not in trouble, Pablo. I just want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's funny. Cool. Well, thanks for your time here. Thanks for jumping on the podcast. Oh yeah, I got a Q&A. Let me answer a few of those. I only answered a couple while you were going out and getting our man here. I got some, and then we'll end with life advice.
That snake's gonna die in the wall,
Dude.
I keep checking.
That got me.
Over there.
What's your favorite rodeo to attend? Right now it's Pendleton because we just did the live stream there. So check us out on live streams. But also, like, man, being in the grass and watching the bronc riding is pretty cool. What are your thoughts on Charlie Kirk? In my opinion, he was an amazing person. I think it's an incredibly sad time in our country. I think that this was a historical moment that makes me incredibly sad. And we should all be praying for this country and its leaders. I'm going to read what my pastor wrote. I love my church, Grace Bible. You should go check it out when you're down there.
I did. I went last Sunday.
Was Brian preaching? Brian Fisher? He's the head pastor.
I think so. He's the older man.
Anderson campus. I mean,
he's kind of real skinny, gray hair. I forgot his name. I
gray.
apologize, but
Maybe he's 50.
he preached out of 1 Peter about how Christians aren't supposed to fit in, and it was a really good message.
Like many of you, I'm sad, and I'm weary of being sad. It was a senselessly violent week in our nation. A school shooting in Denver and the assassination of Charlie Kirk are just 2 of the more publicized atrocities. I can't make sense of the senseless. I know where evil started, but I can't explain these particular manifestations of evil. And I'm not a cynical or pessimistic. I am both realistic and hopeful. Realistic, evil will continue. Hopeful, evil will end when Jesus will return, and he will return. Remember this promise, Revelations 21:4, and he will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will no longer be any death. There will no longer be any mourning or crying or pain. The first things have passed away. So I had to say that because that was Brian Fisher. Another question on here, what's your favorite verse right now? And just because I read it this morning, I've got 1 Samuel 12:24. It says, only fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart, for consider what great things he has done for you. That was Samuel's advice to Israel whenever they demanded they have a king. So he chose for them Saul. He didn't want them to have a king, and before Saul became king, but there's a lot of scriptures in the Bible that talk about fearing the Lord. And so
Matt Chandler, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I watched a message that he was talking about that, and the message was like, fearing the Lord and Jesus is not your homeboy. He said everyone thinks that Jesus is, you're not going to dab up Jesus is what he said. And then he talks about everyone, if you ask them, what is God? They say God is love. He's like, no, God is holy. And he's like, you think you're going to dab up the King of Kings and Lord of Lords? He's like, you're going to pee your pants. Like, you're going to fall down on your face and not be able to even look at him. Like, you're not just going to, and he talk about the fear of the Lord. It's not, I don't know. Anyway.
That's good.
He's so holy that we can't even imagine that. Our human brains can't wrap around being in the presence of God. And that's
when I said that
Lord.
On the podcast with Dean Stanfield, I was like, man, we're supposed to live in fear. and fear the Lord. How many times in the Bible it says fear the Lord is crazy?
I think when people hear that though, they think
They've
like
got
a
this-
tyrant, like
Well, bro, it's God.
yeah,
It's God, just how you described it. Like he has the power to do everything. We're supposed to give him the utmost respect, the most respect, like more than you give me as your boss, more than we give our significant other, more than you give your parents, like more than the government. Like this is God. Like people want to talk about being scared of the government. But we're supposed to fear the Lord. And it says it, the word fear again and again. It's the ultimate respect. It's humble. It puts you in a place of humility. And I don't think people want to do that.
Do you
And
think our
that's why I
pride-
think people were pushing back.
Do you think our pride when we hear that fear of the Lord, we're like,
Exactly. Yes, I do think that. That's
Like, well-
exactly what I think. Like people, I was like, because everybody's like, well, it's supposed to. I was like, no, well, it says it. It doesn't just say this one time. We're not arguing about one verse. Anyway,
what he was saying that in the Bible, it says over 400 times it talks about God being holy. And yeah, that really like, you were talking about fear of the Lord, like, dang, he's right. Like, you're not just going to be like, what's up, Jesus? Like, love you, dog.
Got
Like,
you.
No.
I agree. You're gonna fall on your face in fear.
Yeah.
Is saddle bronc or bareback harder? The truth. Well, in my opinion, saddle bronc is way harder to learn. Way harder. No question. Bareback riding, you just get so many second, third, fourth, fifth chances because you're kind of welded in there with your bareback rigging and your glove. And so saddle bronc is way harder to learn. I would say after the 150th horse in each event, saddle bronc riding is way easier on your body. So bareback riding is easier to learn, but it's the hardest on your body. Bronc riding is harder to learn, but it's the easiest on your body. That's the truth. Are you still hiring interns all the time? As I said, text me the word welder if you can weld and build something. Text me the word intern if you'd like to maybe potentially be that welder's helper. Both would have an opportunity to potentially ride bulls. Let's do one more question. I already did the favorite Bible verse. Why do you grow your hair out? Dumb question. What's your opinion on Kai Hamilton? We talked about this on the live stream. I think he's a sweetheart of a human. I think he's very kind. I think he's nice. Cody Webster thinks he's mean. And so those are the two thoughts. Those are mine and Cody Webster's. Yeah, life advice. Mine is Proverbs 10:24. This is another reason why I say I'm going to say two of them. Proverbs 10:24. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desires of the righteous will be granted. That's exciting if you're righteous, and it's terrifying if you're wicked. Like the thing you dread comes upon you. 3 verses later, 10:27. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. What's your life advice, Cam?
I think if you're going to give your life to the Lord, you have to give it all to him. You can't hide certain things that you don't want him to hold on to. Like, you can't.
Compartmentalize.
Yeah, you have to give everything, all your sin. You can't hold on to certain sins just because they're fun or they feel good.
Yeah.
You want to keep doing those, but give your life to the Lord. You have to give it all to him.
Yeah.
That's what I had to realize. And it worked. Hopefully it's working for me.
Well, thanks for coming on. We're praying for you, praying for your healing, praying for your next chapter. We'll enjoy these last 5 weeks. Do you have any life advice, Ty?
Not today.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Just be careful what you see on Facebook. It ain't all true.
Stay off a hinge.
All right. On to the next one, everybody. Love you guys. Pow, pow.